presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Andy in Boulder, Colorado. Hey, Andy, what's going on, brother?
Not much, Tom. How you been?
I'm great, man. Yourself?
Pretty good. Hey, congratulations on the grandbaby.
Yes, thank you. I know. Tommy just sent me a picture. I mean, it's gorgeous out right now. He just was taking him out for his first walk this morning. He's growling and prowling already.
Yeah, I bet.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. You are what you believe you are. This is a great card, man. Humans are powerful magicians. You have the power to make yourself what you are now, but it's not your reasoning mind that controls your power. It's what you believe. Pretty wild, man. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 95, NASDAQ up 11, S&P's up 17, gold contract up $9.30, trading at $18.03 an ounce. You get silver up 9 cents, $26.25 an ounce. Light sweet crude down $1.34, $72.03 a barrel, notes and bonds. The 10-year up 10 ticks, trading 133.17. The 30-year up a full point plus 7 ticks at 163.10 in King Dollar. King Dollar's up 110 ticks, trading out at 92.657. Euro's at 118. The yen's at 110.62, and the British pound's at 138 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, what do you have? Another day, another dollar, another green day inside of the S&P. You got the SPYs up $1.71. You're trading at 434.66. NDX 100, folks. This is the number, man. The NDX is finishing up a second ABC. And guess what? There's a confirmed third ABC structure on the way up with the 370 price projection. Right now, you've hit 362.76 and actually high today, 360. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so 362.85 is the finish in the second ABC. Bottom line, you get another ABC structure. We had taken the B point out, taken it out on Friday, took it out with spades. Bottom line, 370.56 is the number. Pretty wild, man. I mean, it's really wild when you take a look at where this streak started, folks. This streak started on the 12th of May. The Qs were at 316, and you're at 361 right now. Now, that being said, you got to check this out, man, because I suspect when I saw this third ABC structure up, I thought I was seeing things, but I'm familiar enough with ABC structures. When you get in an ABC market, bottom line, this thing lasts for quite some time until it doesn't last. And what we have out here is you get Amazons in an ABC structure also. So you have, first off, you have a daily ABC structure inside Amazon, and I believe it almost got it. 37.45 is the number. That's the daily. The weekly, which it looks to me that more than likely we're actually going to get, is the monster. The weekly ABC structure, folks, okay, is 47.98. So we're talking another 1,000 points on Amazon. Yes, okay? Bottom line is that what you're going to need is this. You're going to need, on the weekly basis, 2.2 million shares. And thus far, we have had, you had 6 million yesterday. We already get 4.5 today. Oh, no, hold on. 4.5 today. That's 10. Oh, it's 22 million we need. Sorry, 2.2 million. 22 million. So the bottom line is that it's going to be a close call, man. You know, you get 6.7 today, 4.5 we're at right now. Well, let's say we get 5 there. That's 11. Yeah, be able to do it. It's going to be a close call, but you need 22 million. That's what it is. But guess what? That is one monster ABC structure on the way up. And what you have here, by the way, folks, is this. It is really just set up just right, man, because what you have had is that you had this consolidation inside of Amazon, and that consolidation is a monster. The consolidation started in February of 2020. You broke topside. You have the volume behind the move. And if, in fact, you're going to get more than likely that third ABC structure getting where it wants to go, well, guess what, man? Amazon's going to bring it up along the way, okay? Pretty amazing. Gold contract out here. So we had the Fed minutes came out, folks, okay? And inside the Fed minutes, the bottom line was almost status quo. What you had out here, what the market was waiting for is that right now the Fed buys 120 billion bonds a month. That's split up, folks, of 80 billion in treasuries, 40 billion in mortgage-backed securities. There's been plenty of talk about the aspect because of the real estate market has gone so high that they should stop buying mortgage-backed securities. Well, guess what, folks? Okay, the bottom line is that no one in their right mind, especially someone that is making policy, is just going to stop buying when they've already juiced the market so dramatically. Okay, they juiced the market so that the bottom line cash flow can stay out here, get the market going again. They're not just going to pull the plug on it. And the bottom line inside of the Fed minutes, you had a few people saying that bottom line is that we should be looking at this, but guess what? The majority said flat out that when they taper, they think it should taper simultaneously, tapering the treasuries as well as the mortgage-backed securities. My take is that that's where this thing's going to shake out, meaning where it's going to go. But guess what? It's not even going to get close to going for another year and a half, okay? That's how dramatic it is. If we take a look at the Treasury market itself, folks, what you're going to see, they're buying the Treasuries hand over fist, man. The 10-year right now has 1.6 million contracts traded. You're at 133.17. The 10-year yield is 1.31. If you go take a look at the TLT, if you want to see the 20-year plus, the TLT is trading 147. This thing wants to get up to 150. Bottom line, no matter if you look at the 30-year, check this out. The 30-year is even more powerful. It's pretty amazing, actually. So you take a look at the 30-year. 30-year is at 163. This thing wants to scream somewhere up to the 165 level. It really doesn't matter what type of debt instrument you're taking. The debt instruments, folks, bottom line, have been going down on yield in a monster way. King dollar is the wild card here, man. The bottom line is that King dollar is holding price. That is the bottom line. It's holding price right now, and it's holding price. When I'm talking about holding price, you're holding price over the high that was generated out there in the 18th. And 92,405. And that means that it can go all the way to the top of this March 31st, which is 93,437. Going to be wild just watching this whole thing shake out. But my take, guess what? NDX wants higher price. NASDAQ Composite wants higher price. And they're going to get that ABC structure in the way up. Microsoft. Let's go just look at Microsoft because there'll be another. Well, actually, it's probably already Apple. Apple, that was laying there doing nothing for months, and then all of a sudden Apple decided to take off also. Apple in the last 3 weeks has gone from 123 to 144. Is it breaking? I think it's good. Let's see. Hasn't made the high yet. Only has another point to break its high. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the markets open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500-plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 94. You get the Nasdaq up 11. S&Ps are up 16. Let's go take a look at Applied Materials. AMAT for one of the targets out here. So you get Applied Materials. The low for the year is 54. Highs 146. This is a huge maker of the machines that make all the chips, folks. Bottom line, let's see what we got here. So the good news is you get a high volume high at 146. So that's what it wants to trade. Now let's see what we're doing. So let's put this on a weekly. So on a weekly, you get a consolidation happening. 135. 131. Well, what you have here is this, is that you have a consolidation that I expect that it's going to hit the highs again, which is 146. That being said, you see the highs of there's a spike low here from May that more than likely is going to get tested. That's 131.95. You know, so that's kind of how, if you're looking to get into it, that'd be the place. You'd be looking at that deal right there. You get a rejection of lower price, and if that's what you get, you are off to the races in a monster way. Now, let's go over to our man, Mr. Steve Dahl. Now, we have a great surprise, somewhat. It's not a surprise because we did market this once, okay, about a week ago. Bottom line, folks, Steve is the president of TAS Market Profile. You heard those ads plenty of times, and trust me, please go try the TAS Profile. It's a phenomenal program, helps you tremendously, saves a huge amount of time, okay? Bottom line is that as a TFNN listener, Steve, you know, we've been sponsoring Steve for quite some time. He's opening up seats, folks. This is a live event. It's worth a good $1,000, and you're going to get in for $0, okay? This is going to take place on the 23rd of July. It's at the Ritz-Carlton in South Beach. I'll bring our man, Mr. Steve, on to basically tell you all about the workshop and how you're going to be out there trading with our man, Trader Steve. Steve, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's on, Tommy? I'm glad to be here and so excited on the home stretch before the big event here in just a couple weeks.
There's no doubt. Now, it's very easy to sign up for this event, folks, okay? You just come to our website at TFNN. You're going to see right under featured content. Bottom line, as you hit it, you're going to see this, please reserve my ticket. Okay, so when you say please reserve my ticket, okay, this is what's crucial, folks, okay? you're going to see it says $997. Now, this is all you have to do. You're going to hit, please reserve my ticket, and then under the coupon code, okay, just make sure that you put in capital letters TFNN sponsor. Now, once you put that in, folks, the bottom line, that's going to come down to zero. You are going to have to put a credit card in, but nothing's going to be charged. We just don't want 500 people showing up, and Steve goes broke because he has to pay $1 million to the Ritz-Carlton in South Beach.
Food is good, though, Tom. The food is good there, I got to tell you.
Hit it. Listen, man, it's fabulous. There's no doubt about it. So so tell us about the workshop and what you're going to be teaching out here, Steve.
It's going to be great. This is all about coming and on our dime over here at Taz Market Profile, enjoying yourself. Have a mimosa, coffee, tea to start the day. Settle into your chair. We've got a whole bunch of tigers already signed up, so we're going to have like a little mini tiger's den in this room.
I know. I'm psyched.
We're going to put them all together.
Exactly.
It's going to be a rowdy section, I expect, at the workshop. But all jokes aside, it's going to be a ton of fun. This is a lot of our long-term scanner users that are coming to learn some extra tips and tricks on how to get the most out of the analysis techniques we teach. And the focus of this particular workshop is how to create a day trading side hustle business and still go on with your life and run your careers and run your businesses and still have a life outside of trading. You don't need all this set up behind you to be good at trading. You just need the right tools and a little bit of knowledge, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to pile in a whole bunch of knowledge, fun, giveaways. I just saw what's going to be in the goodie bags for the very first time here today, Tom. That stuff better not end up on eBay because it's worth some money. I'm going to tell you that. So I hope everybody else comes out. We still got a handful of tickets left in reserve for Tigers, and we're looking forward to filling those seats up hopefully today. It's first come, first serve, as you know.
It is. And if you're watching Tiger TV, folks, you're going to see I just put in the code, okay? And the code, again, is all capital letters, TFNN sponsor. Right in that code, you're going to see that $997. You hit that baby, and the bottom line is that's going to disappear, and then it comes into free. That's how this works, folks. Now, Steve, let's talk a little bit about, I've been using your software now. Oh, my God, man. I think we're talking 7 or 8 years, right? It's a long time.
Sounds about right.
It's a long time.
Sounds about right.
And what's so cool, we're talking about intraday. You set up a whole day trading plan, folks, okay? But you have two different, because of the way the profiles are, you can do a daily, weekly, monthly profile and an intraday profile. So can you talk a little bit about that? Because it's so cool, man. It wouldn't matter if someone just wants to build a long-term portfolio in their IRA, man. I think it's just an amazing tool.
It is, and I'll tell you what, a lot of people don't realize this because we of course are well known in the retail trading space, but we do have a lot of advisors, people that are managing money and wealth.
I know it because I got a Bloomberg, and I always see it out there in the Bloombergs. You know what I mean? Yeah, right.
That's right. The Bloomberg institutional users love our analysis, and what's kind of interesting, and I think a lot of people forget this, is that even though if you're an independent trader, either working on trading some of your own self-managed retirement, or if you're more of a speculator, if you're a risk taker, a little bit more like me, where you're young and you're looking to take a few chances and score a few home runs, the tool doesn't push the button for you to buy or sell, so you're always in control. It just allows you to look through a different set of binoculars into that market and make some decisions. You can do short-term, but like you said, you can set up some of these setups. You might hold these stocks for months, and some people tell us that have been using our product a long time like you, that they're still in trades from literally years ago that the scanner put them in, and the scanner is still just saying, sit back and enjoy the weekly charts because you're on the right side of this thing.
There's no doubt. And what's really cool, folks, is this. And this is where, I happen to trade the gold stocks a lot, Steve. So what ends up happening, some days they just will stay flat. Other days they go down like anything else. But when they start moving, it's so cool no matter what I have in my portfolio. And then in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm trading something, man. Something's going to trade, okay? But what I've always seen is that, man, if these, what I'm trading right at the profile, it's so cool, folks, because the bottom line is that you know where the profile is. You're going in at the profile. And if it works out, great, it works out for the day. And then you can keep the deal because the trend has started at that point. If it doesn't, so what, man? You go until tomorrow. So It's pretty cool, man. I really like how this is set up.
It's simple, and I think a lot of people look at tools that are out there, and it's so easy to get overwhelmed in complexity and say, oh, boy, it looks like you need to have a doctorate in financial education in order to understand this stuff. And you don't. It's simple. Once you learn a couple rules, you can count the number of rules on one hand. You know the rules, of course. And those profiles tell you when it's a good time to be a bull, when it's time to be a bear, or even on the sideline. But then you can use those to manage risk too. So I'll see you guys out in Miami. You go grab a seat right now.
That's right, folks. It's very easy. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content. Now, don't forget, folks, you put inside the code TFNN sponsor, that $9.97 goes down to $0. Steve, you have a great one, safe one, and of course, we look forward to the workshop.
See you, partner.
Thanks, man. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are you having fun trading the markets, but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up by 94, Nasdaq is up 6, S&Ps are up 15.5. There's a question about in the bond market, folks. Is there a 30-year ETF? And there's not. The longest duration inside of the ETF market that I know of is the TLT. So this is the way the TLT works is this. The TLT actually are 30-year bonds, but they are 20 plus. So what ends up happening is that when they're accumulating the bonds, the bottom line is that that's how that works, okay? They have to be 20 plus, but because it's 20 plus, they all have to be 30-year bonds because you go from a 5, a 10, a 20, and a 30. So bottom line is that is the strongest one there is, meaning time-wise. If we go take a look at American Airlines, for one of the tigers out here, so the low is $10, the high is $26. So you want to be a bit careful with this. And let me just show you something on a trade like this, okay? So on a trade like this, you know, the bottom line is I could absolutely see, you know, why maybe you would have bought it the last few days, okay? It was coming into the lowest swing point. When you get this close to a swing point, meaning, okay, so let's picture last week this was traded at $20.94. Well, the swing point is 1964. What happens, folks, is that it's just like I look at markets like three-story buildings because that's what I grew up in the city, okay? So everything was 3 stories, in each, basically, you go up one staircase, you get a platform. You go up another staircase, you get a platform. Well, the market's the exact same way. And what happens is that when the market's either going up or going down, it just gets sucked right into that staircase. Bottom line is that American Airlines wants to go test this 1964 area. That's what they have. And you can see another way of looking at that is that when you look at a swing, if there's more volume at that swing than there has been, that brings the probability up much higher that that's exactly where you're going to go. And I suspect that's exactly where we're going to go. And that better hold, because if that doesn't hold, then you're talking about American Airlines can be down to the 1781 area. So it can get low pretty quick. Great Panther. We take a look at Great Panther. This thing's been a dog in a big way, man. So be really careful with Great Panther. You don't own it, I wouldn't be buying it. Not even close, man. Bottom line is that, the silver stocks have held up. This hasn't held up at all. Zero. It's like, okay, man, are you going down to 55 cents? You're at 59. It's real possible that that's where we're going. That's how that thing is set up right now. We go take a look at IMVH. Let's see what this is. So, Invitation Homes. Okay, so Invitation Homes, this is a single-family rental company. Bottom line is that brand new business. Right now, $1.9 billion in revenue they're taking in. Check it out. And when you take a look at this, folks, the bottom line, this is another ABC up. Oh, my God. We're an ABC market. Yes, this is confirmed ABC up. So let's see what we got here. 38 is your B, 34, so you get $4. That's going to be, so $40.50 is your A to B equals C to D. That's on the daily basis. On the weekly basis, look at this. It's an ABC. Oh, it's a monster. Holy cow. Okay, here we go. Unreal. This is really cool. 38.27. You get $9. That's 45. This is a confirmed ABC structure up to $45. Now, something that you definitely, if you happen to be in the investment business or the real estate business, you want to wrap your head around this for a second, okay? Because let me tell you something. There's going to be stories written about this, and maybe I'll write the story in another couple of years. But, folks talk about the real estate business in general. We're all in the real estate business because most of us have a house, okay? The bottom line is that the single-family housing business has changed dramatically, folks, okay? And what people don't realize, and they don't, trust me on this, the only people that realize are the people that are basically in the business. And when I'm talking about in the business, I'm talking about I haven't sold to these guys, but I sold to another big firm, okay? So I want you to wrap your head around something for a second. Before, let's say the last 4 or 5 years, right, there was never such a thing as institutional money buying single-family housing. And the bottom line is that now you have 5 to 7 major companies that are buying single-family housing, and they own tens of thousands of houses. Those houses, folks, are never going to get sold. That's what you have to wrap your head around. Never going to get sold, okay? What does that mean? That means that single-family housing is going to be worth a fortune forever. And the bottom line is in certain cities, the cities themselves have no clue of what has just happened, meaning that a supply, let's say 20% of the supply is off the market. And the reason I'm saying they'll never get sold is this. What ends up happening once the institutions own it, and this is how the ETF structures work, the institution owns it, the institution will sell it. They'll sell it to another institution because the bottom line, that's how they get their pay. I'm telling you, this is the housing shortage is already there, but this is the beginning of the aspect that institutions are going to own most of the single-family housing. They already own most of the apartments, and that's not going to change, folks, okay? The bottom line is that I saw it happen. I remember the first time that I went to Europe in 1980, 82, I think. I was really, struck by the aspect that individuals didn't own property in Europe like we own in the United States. What you had is that you absolutely had folks that had property inside of their family that got passed on, and they owned that. But other than that, there wasn't really a lot of ownership, and there isn't really a lot of ownership, okay? Bottom line, that process has started in the United States. That's the real bottom line. And what I mean by that is that real estate's getting institutionalized, and that's not going to change. All that's going to do is basically get it into institution hands, and guess what? That means just less product, and in a monster way too. So that's let me see. What was the second one you wanted to look at? That was a great one, Pat. AMH. Okay, AMH. Okay, so AMH. Okay, this is another one. American Homes to Rent. Okay, so this is this is all-time high too. Low's 26, the high's 40. Now check this out. So this is another one. The first one, does $1.3 billion, makes money hand over fist. Okay, so we take this one, another ABC up. Unbelievable. Okay, see, you know what the cool thing is too in the market, folks, is that when you're in the market, and I remember this during 2007, 2008, when the crash was coming. I waited for 2 years, but I remember it was the best wait I ever did. Okay, so now let's take a look. This is an ABC up too, man. Okay, so your B point here was 37. Your A is 28, so we got 44. This is an ABC up to 44, and right now you're at 40.49. So bottom line is that, yeah, we're going higher, man. And there's nothing like an ABC market, folks, and that's the market we're in. We're in an ABC up market. Dow Industrial's up 95, NASDAQ up 9, S&P's up 15.5. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 101. You got the NASDAQ up, where are we? 8. S&Ps are up 16. Let's go to John in New York. Hey, John, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Okay.
Cool, man.
I'm calling about FENI, the Fidelity Energy ETF.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. It's FENY. This is the Fidelity MSCI Energy ETF. It's kind of just like the XLE, actually.
Yes.
Now, do you own this? You're looking to buy it? What are we doing?
I have it, and I'm thinking of buying some more. Would you buy more?
Not right here. This is coming down with volume, man. This is a consolidation. So it looks to me like today you broke 1418, you get 1406. You get the break with volume, so it's going to come back down into that level again, man. I just take your time, man, because it looks to me like this can go to 1320. Where I'm going with that, I'm going to the bottom of the consolidation, actually. And if you look at the XLE looks the same way. The XLE, both of them have been on a tear, but the bottom line is that the XLE is down 84 cents. You broke the swing. The XLE hasn't held the swing yet. That's 52.29. That's saying that wants to go down into 47. You're at 52. So,
do you still think crude will go to 90, 92, whatever?
CL, if we take a look at, let me put the crude CL1 I'm going to put up. So we'll put up the generic contract. Okay, so we get a high volume high that hasn't been tested. That's from yesterday at 76. So now the question is that going to 67 before it goes any higher? 1 second. Let's put this back. 10 years. What I'm doing here is spreading this out, folks. Okay, I see. Interesting. Well, you got to be careful here, man, because what you have, are you watching Tiger TV by any chance?
Yes, I have it in the front of me. Yeah.
Okay, so see this, like what I have up here? It got up to the 76. Look at that, right at it, man. That's weird. Yeah, the test was 76.90. We hit 76.96 and backed off, man. So you got to be careful, man, because what you have here is that 1, 2, 3. We had traded 5 months up there, going all the way back into 2017. It made it up there, so I suspect it has to build some cause because this thing went so fast. You know what I mean? We went from 55 to 76 nonstop. It took, 10 days? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
So just be careful, man. And I would not be adding to that position just yet. It wouldn't be bad, though, for where you're at to add to the bottom of it, because us being in an ABC up market, John, now this is what's really cool, folks, about if you really understand an ABC market. So what happens is that when you're in an ABC market up anyway, and that you got crude pulling back like this, right? More than likely, you're just going to come back to the consolidation. It's going to look around and take off topside again, man. Because when you get an ABC up market, everything goes up. That's just kind of how it goes. And the NQs are saying we got an ABC market up. And then I just brought up the housing, and that's an ABC up market too. So it's like, okay, I think all those that you're facing right now, like if we bring up ExxonMobil, is, it's trying to bust out to these highs, and, it's consolidating. It just hasn't done it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like Exxon, but 5 days ago it was at 664. You're at $60. It probably wants to go back to 56 again. Chevron, because all that really matters inside those two ETFs is what Chevron and Exxon does, because their weighting structure is huge, man. And same with Chevron. Chevron looks, you're at 103. It looks like it can test 100, but I don't think we're going to have any type of breakdown here, man, meaning that you're going to basically look at big lower oil prices, just lower prices in general, man. I think you just got a pullback happening.
All right, thank you.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. We go inside of the Dow Industrials right now, and we take a look at inside the Dow, what's driving the Dow. Oh, there it is, oh, man. Good old Apple and Home Depot. Here we go. So you get Home Depot putting 29 positive points, 3M 17, Apple 17, Microsoft 15, taken away from it. Boeing minus 26, Goldman minus 10, Salesforce minus 9. Now let's go look at Home Depot, because that's another powerhouse, no doubt about that. Home Depot right now, so that came off its high. And if you want to see that this is really wild. If Home Depot starts running back to its highs again, watch this. When Home Depot pulled back, it almost did 50% retracement of the move. Yeah, it did want a 0.382. It pulled back. The high was 345, pulled back for 298. We're trading at 323. You can see this is where the building cause comes up, folks, okay? If you want to see how, you get a building cause most of the time is repairing damage. And you can see on the way down, when Home Depot will come down, 3 days down off its high, has some volume. We've been up 4 days right now, meaning we're up into that area. And when you're into that area, the bottom line is that's where the building cause, that's where what it's trying to do is take that supply line out. And the way it works, technically and fundamentally, is that you get into it, they're buying. You can see there's not much movement. There's sideways movement. Well, that sideways movement is taking care of that supply line as those folks on the other side, bottom line, are just trying to break even. So they're selling into that, and that's what basically takes building cause in order to get through that area. That's how they. That's how you repair downdrafts. That's what it comes into. Let's go take a look at the silver market out here. Silver right now trading at $26.45. You're up 7 cents. You've done 48,000 contracts. This has a high volume high from yesterday. So silver wants to go topside once again too. What's going to be really intriguing tonight is that the market's going to have the night to digest the minutes from the Fed meeting. And my take is that what you're going to see here is you're going to see notes and bonds higher again tomorrow. We're going to see metals higher again tomorrow. Bottom line, we'll see what they're going to do with the dollar. But when you read through those minutes, folks, the bottom line is that we're going lower for longer. It looks to me that, the market is saying flat out, just bringing up those two single-family housing ETFs. They're in ABC structures on the way up. Home Depot's in good shape. Bottom line, that's telling me, notes and bonds, that's telling me that the note and bond market, regardless of what we all think that there should be higher rates, there's going to be lower rates. And if you take a look at this, if you're watching Tiger TV, we are still high in the context of where we are in the world. We're at 1.31. Well, guess what? Germany's in a negative 0.30. So they're in a negative 1/3 of 1%. Okay? That means that's how much higher we are, which is just amazing. Vista Gold's in great shape. Vista Gold, bottom line, got their license. It's hanging out here. You can whoever runs Vista Gold, market-wise, they're smart, man. Let me tell you, they whip this thing all over the place. Got it down to 114 today. It's at 119. Filled the gap. Vista Gold still wants 210. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave! Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, don't forget, this, if you're, the bottom line is that if you're somewhat near Florida, the bottom line is it's going to be well worth basically getting to the Ritz-Carlton South Beach for the day. If you're in Florida, man, just get in your car and go. Trust me, okay? Because it's going to be a great workshop. And if you really want to understand how to use the TAS profile, if you're using it right now, he'll walk you through this, man. It's going to be an all-day deal, and it's a good deal, folks. So just come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right in the featured content. Check it out. And don't forget, it's just you put TFNN sponsor in capital letters inside when you're basically signing up, and that $9.97 is going to go away, and it's going to say free. So just check it out there. Market-wise out here, the bottom line is that we have status quo. It wants higher price. You got an ABC up market. I'll tell you, man, this is no doubt. I talked about this before, man. This is to me the closest that we've ever got to 1996 to basically 19. This thing ran. We had an ABC up market, folks, from 1996 to 1998. Then you had 6 weeks of hell when the Asian Contagion Committee. Actually, it was 8 weeks of hell. Then bottom line went right back into an ABC up market again, and that's the market we have here, man. Meaning that you have an ABC structure that's inside the indices. Then all of a sudden you start pulling up stocks that all of these stocks are going in ABC structures, okay? Go with the ABC, man. The longer deal is going with the ABC, Now when they finish, you got to be really careful. The thing that's intriguing about this, the Qs, is that this is the third ABC that we've done, and it doesn't mean that you can't do 15 of them. That's the real bottom line. The most I've ever seen done was an AMAT. AMAT and Adobe, actually. I traded Adobe for 2 years straight, almost two. AMAT did almost 2 years straight of ABC structures on the way up. That was from, I think it was from 98 right until 2000, until the market blew up. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need, folks, is right inside you. Come visit us tomorrow. Tommy kicks us off. Great show. Please tell your friends about TFNN, 9 a.m. Look at him, folks.
Building wealth